How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to Continues to Tick. So how are we feeling? I know at the start of a new year can come a lot of varied emotions. I can share at least from my experience so far. My mind remains a bit muggy, and it's actually quite funny how thankful I am at the moment to be a dividend investor, investing for a future of passive income. As at the moment, I really don't have much time to think about my financial future. And the beauty of this strategy is that if you just take your time initially and set up what you believe to be a proper portfolio, one that aligns with your future goals, you can really let it ride for quite some time on automatic. Similar to a hardy houseplant, you can live with the confidence that with some weekly watering, or in this case funding, your portfolio will not only live, but also grow with time, as most living things with time do. And similar to this hardy houseplant, as it matures, your dividend portfolio should really only get healthier as it sets its roots, able to better stand turbulence. To me, dividend investing allows me more mental space in the other avenues in my life. I don't often wake up or sleep thinking about my portfolio, and I think that alone is critical as we navigate through life. Finances are important, but I believe the less that it is a stressor in our lives, the more ability we have to live in the moment and live for what we want. In today's society, we unfortunately or fortunately need money to survive, and then more to thrive. But like simply breathing in air, it shouldn't be something we need to worry about replenishing. As the saying goes, desperation leads to despair. All this to say, I really hope you guys are doing well. It's easy to feel overwhelmed with the start of a new year, and specifically in the times we feel the need to set new goals. And at least for me, the beginning of the new year and the setting up of goals just happens to go hand in hand. For me, I view the start of a year as the best time to recalibrate, to put all our thoughts, goals, memories, emotions of last year and process them in attempts to seal a chapter of a past time frame, to compartmentalize, making it easier to digest when looking back. This way to really allow us to lose some excess weight that we usually begin to carry on us as the years go on or as the year goes by. And of course, this is all easier said than done, and I'll be the first to admit that. This is something I try to do personally, but personally I've been too busy lately, with also simultaneously trying to set my 2022 into motion, that this has been done only in snippets so far. Maybe I just need to go on a nice long quiet hike. That usually helps me recalibrate. And that may not actually be a bad idea. And with that, how about a brief reminder to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as we continue to make it through another week in 2022. And as for the mind cleanser this week, how about this picture of a brand new grill? I guess part of me just is looking forward to spring. And as you saw by the title of this week's video, it's that time again. If you remembered from my last year's video, I set a goal early on for my dividend portfolio for the year, and I'm going to do the same this year. For transparency and in hopes it may also motivate you to also set one for your portfolio. Although mine is fairly simple, yours may not be, and that's totally fine. I live a rather mundane life when it comes to my finances. It's a choice, but dividend investing is like that, and also the reason why I enjoy it. So anyhow, as you may already know, if you've been watching for a while, my plan is to invest, or I like to use the word funnel, $500 every week into my dividend portfolio. This is really my one and only game plan marker at this point in time. My portfolio is already set and has been set since the start, back on July 20th of 2020. I don't sell unless I have to, and M1 automatically invests my funds in my portfolio for me. And it's really been working for me so far. So I have no plans to change this year. But I really have to credit all the upfront work I did at the beginning. Maybe I'll make a video on this in the future if people are interested, but in calculating the math, $500 and being 52 weeks in a year, That's a total of $26,000 for the portfolio that I plan to add this year. And just to show you an example, if you see my total funding for 2021, it is, or I guess was, indeed $26,000. So I followed my game plan to the T, and this really helped me in hitting my last year's goal of $40,000 for the dividend portfolio. So in saying this, I started my dividend portfolio in 2022 on January 3rd with a total of $46,800, as you can see here. So we can say a start of $47,000. So $47,000 plus $26,000 of funding for the year. I'm going to set my 2022 dividend portfolio goal to reach $73,000. And I know this is with a 0% return for the portfolio, which likely won't happen, but the way I see it, I'm going to be in this game for a long time. The goal each year is a return. But in my eyes, my ultimate goal is, can I personally sustain my strategy for the year? If I bet on myself, can I make it? Can I continue to fund $500 every week for 52 weeks this year? That's my goal. My goal isn't necessarily the return, as I have a belief that that will come. My goal is more in line with the idea that consistency leads to progress, and progress then leads to results. So we'll see. I put it out there for the universe. I put it out there for myself. Let's see if we can maintain our vision and look back at the end of the year and say we did it. And although I don't want this year to fly by, it just got started, I'll look forward to the end of it. And as we wrap up this week's video, let's go ahead and show this portfolio review. So at this time, you can see in the Jesse's cash flow portfolio, we're currently at $47,380.25. And the crazy thing about this first week of, 2022, or the first week of January, is that the markets have been hot. They took a dip towards the end, but they started off strong. And although my past week's performance won't reflect that, it was interesting to see. And honestly, I'll be interested to see how the markets do overall this year. As the markets went crazy last year. Everything went crazy. But anyways, we're on the all-time charts, as we always are here to start. And this is with a return of 43.78%. And this equates to a total gain of $8,224.24. And looking closer still, you can see for market gain alone, we're at $7,246.11. And from earned dividends, all time, we're almost at 1,000. We're at $978.13. And now going into the last week's performance. I know my chart doesn't reflect it personally. That's okay. The markets did get hot, and they did cool off towards the end. But regardless, for us, we had a relatively flat week, a 0.36% return, which equates to a total gain of $171.77. So, relatively flat. And as we make way into the dividend activity section, here we are starting on January 3rd, getting paid dividends by CTBI, $9.45. And then also on January 3rd, getting paid by MDU, $4.29. And also UGI, $4.50. And then here we are on January 5th with our $500 funnel or deposit, just like we always do. And then here we are on January 5th also with the $19.08 snowball into the portfolio. On January 7th, we got paid by PepsiCo, $6.04. And we also got paid by Chubb, a dividend of $3.68. And sorry for no weekly poll question this week. I'm really trying my best to find time to manage everything I want to do. But this week took a hit as it did get quite busy. But we'll definitely find the sweet spot. In terms of weekly uploads, that surely won't change. That's a pillar right now in my life, and I really enjoy doing these weekly videos. And just seeing the growth from last year, I think it was 26 subs to currently 700 plus subs. That's pretty awesome. And I'm looking forward to just seeing what happens this year. I think right now we're fairly stagnant with subscribers, but the people that are here, I think we're having a really good time. And I really enjoy all of your support. And I'm looking forward to the new year ahead. And I'll be here. But I'll go ahead and end this week's video here. And just by saying, let's take this year in stride. We can do it. We just did it last year and the year before. And those were actually pretty, no offense, horrible years. And let's just see what happens in this year in 2022 and what it brings. But all this to say, we just made it through 7 days. And because of that, we have a high chance of making it through another 7. Let's break it up in chunks as we make it through the year. And I'll see you then next week at the same time. As always, take care.